Hello everybody, welcome to April's Floss Tube video for KLT Charting. I'm very excited because it's been the first time in ages that I've been able to say that it is actually this month's video. I know it's on the 20th of April, so we're getting close to the end of the month, but we're still in April and I'm going to show you April's fabric. Yes! Hopefully I will be able to show you May's fabric right at the beginning of May as opposed to halfway through, and then I will be able to consider myself caught up, I think. That's the plan anyway. I know it was 20th of April and some of you are still waiting for your March fabrics, but they are all here right next to me. There is a massive stack of them. Hang on, I'll show you. Ooh. You see these? Don't know if you can see that. Look, see, all lots and lots of fabrics. They have been dyed, they have been washed, ironed, and are now sat just waiting to be packed. So they're there, I promise. Those are the March fabrics. That is a big stack of Silver Moon. Of course, some of them are already done, but that is the rest of them. Well, I say the rest of them. I have one left to do, but it's a big piece, and I was waiting on fabric stocks to come in, and that's here, is cut. And it is the very top of my next dye list. And then all the Silver Moons are done. And then I can get started on April's fabric, which is this one here. Now, I want to say there was some big, exciting, inspirational story behind how we came up with this colour. But truth be told, what happened was I was wavering a bit, wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I've got May's planned, bizarrely, but that had to be May. I couldn't bring that forward to April, and you will find out why when I do May's video. So I said to my daughter, I said to pick a colour. I've got a list. All of my dye colours have numbers. We did this in group a little while ago where I said to people to randomly pick a few numbers, and we had some really, really nice fabrics come out of that. One of the best sellers that we've got on the website is Dragon's Egg, and those were colours that were completely random. People didn't know what colours they were picking, they were just picking numbers. But Dragon's Egg was born from that, which was picked by Heather, and Leslie also randomly picked numbers, which was Persephone's Promise. I'm trying to think what other ones we've got that were born. Oh, Candy Crush, that's a popular one, nice bright colourful one. That completely was done completely randomly. So I did the same thing to Kira and I said to her, pick some numbers. So she did, and I dyed them, and this is what we came up with. And it is, as always, is it going to show? It's kind of like reds and maroony sort of reddy pinks and green, bizarrely. But I like it. It really works. So that's the 14 count Ada. I've only done a couple of pieces of Ada for this just to show you today, just because I wanted to be able to say, yes, I've got my April fabrics dyed, to be able to show you test pieces dyed in April. And then I wanted to concentrate on the March stuff. So now this is done. You know, my next priority, I promise. So that's the 14 count Ada, and then we have the sparkly 14 count Ada, which I love because I always do. Everything, all fabric looks better with sparkle. I can't help it. So that is the 14 count sparkly Ada. Oh, look at the sparkles. Can you see those patches of green? And then, as I say, this is sort of a maroony, dark, sort of browny red, maroony, burgundy sort of colour. Okay, and I have decided, because then I told Kira, as you know, the others who came up with their own fabrics, they got to name them once they'd seen them. So I told Kira to name it, but she is the most indecisive person in the world, child in the world. Well, not just indecisive. I almost called it, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because that was all I got out of her. But I didn't think really that was a very catchy name. I didn't think I'd sell much of that. So Kira is 11. She was 12 in November, so she's got a while yet. But she's going through all sorts of changes, as girls of that age do. So I have decided, because I really like this fabric, but I have decided to call this Where's it gone? This is Changeling. Okay, Kira going through changes, Changeling. Just, I like the contrasting colours, the bright light green and the darkness of the red. It is like changes. And I'll tell you what, that red does somewhat reflect her moods occasionally. I dread to think what she's going to be like as a teenager. So here we are, 20th of April. That is April's fabric, Changeling. As always, going to keep doing everything that I can to catch up. I'm getting there. Thank you for your patience again, as always. I would show you the boys, but the youngest one, Noah, had his jabs today and he's sleeping, so I don't really want to disturb him. And I believe Nathan's upstairs playing with his sister, so I get to do this in peace too. So in the meantime, sorry if you tuned in for them. I'll have to do another video one day just with them so that people can get their fix. Hopefully the next video I show you will be May's fabric. I'm also slowly working my way through dyeing all of last year's limited editions so that I can show all of those to you. Got a few done, just need to do a few more. I can show you all of those, then put the boat up and everything else. But I think it's safe to say life is slowly returning to normal, business is slowly returning to normal, and I will get there in the end. In the meantime, I will see you later. Bye!